Hey, welcome back again to another video. Today I went panning for gold down in Denver, so let's check it out. I'll show you exactly where it is, and it's a really good spot for small gold. You're not going to find anything big down there, so we're looking south. That's the mountains over there. That's Denver in the distance. Okay, this is Broadway, and this is Clear Creek. All right, if you go south on Broadway, this is like, it's like a little strip mall right there, but there's a parking spot right here. It's a dirt parking lot kind of, and if you look at it from above, like right here, there's a fence that goes across, and all you do, it's like an access road. Enter the access road, and then this is the Cherry Creek Trail, or not Cherry Creek Trail. It's one of the million bike trails in the area. You're going to cross over that, and you can actually prospect anywhere around here. Let me move back a little bit. From this bridge on up, you can prospect. On the other side of this bridge, though, I don't think you're allowed to prospect over there. There are certain rules and regulations, like in Wheat Ridge, you're not allowed to prospect at all. But right here, you are allowed. There's a little trail here that goes into the woods, and then it comes out, you know, over in here and stuff. And you'll recognize this from the video. This is where I shot the video today. However, in the map here, the water's really high. In the video, you'll see I'm standing on rocks and everything right here, and you can see that this wall right here is really low. I could actually walk across the creek and everything in the video, and you'll see me doing that. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy the video today, and yeah, here we go. Let's get down there in real life. All right, so this water is really slow moving, except for right up here. You can see where the creek narrows down, so it's moving a little bit faster. That's going to be where we're going to have to set up our sluice. It's really our only option, unless we built a dam, but there's already a partial dam already here, kind of. You know, I'm still gonna have to build it up, but it'll be a lot easier than starting from scratch. Yeah, right over there it looks like the best spot. Yeah, this is perfect. So I think I forgot to mention in my other videos, when you set up a sluice box, for every foot long that this sluice box is, you want to have 1 inch of incline. So this is a 3-footer, so I want to have 3 inches of water on this side and next to nothing up here. What I'm trying to get is a nice V shape right here. And we have one. We actually have two. It's kind of like one's going this way and one's going this way. We have a small amount of water, about the depth of my fingertip here. At the bottom we have much deeper. So that's about 3 inches of incline for a 3-foot sluice. I think we're good to go. So now we've got to figure out where we're going to get our material from. You can see right here, somebody else had their sluice set up here at one point. I built up the dam a little bit right there. You can see this lighter colored sand and material here at the other side. This means that somebody had their sluice set up at one point and they were doing the same thing. All right, let's determine where we're going to get our material from. So we're going to sample pan a little bit around here. Looks like somebody else had already done that, and they found a nice deep hole right here. That might have been where the paste streak is. We're going to take a couple pans from around, and that'll determine where we're going to start taking our material from. All right, let's get our pan and start sampling. This bag is awesome. It holds all my stuff. Water, my pan, my classifier, buckets, more buckets. Forgot to clean my bucket. Yeah, all this stuff is from a magnet fishing video the other day down at Bear Creek, and I filmed it, but I was like, it's not good enough. I didn't find anything really good. Just some chunks of metal, and these are all hot rocks, by the way. All these rocks came with the magnet. Don't see any meteorites in there. You know, just trash and stuff. All right, let's pan it down and see what we got. I doubt we got anything. This is Bear Creek out in Lakewood. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I didn't think there was gonna be. All right, let's sample some of these areas out and see what we can find here. See what's gonna determine what I'm gonna actually be processing today is we'll do a series of samples in certain areas. I'll pan them out individually, and whatever spot has the most color is going to determine where I'm going to dig. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Take the best stuff, right? So let's do that. I don't care. I'm going to take my first sample from the first hole. Maybe the guy did sample around and he found the best spot. Scoop this bigger stuff out. We'll classify some down, and we'll sample it. Here's a nice piece of quartz. I don't see any kind of mineralization or anything inside of it, so I'm not going to keep that piece. However, if I do find pieces of quartz that have little veins and streaks of pyrite or mica or anything in it, I'm going to save those, and that'll be for a future video. I actually want to go ahead and, like stuff like this, maybe. You see how that little piece of quartz has little other stuff in it? That looks pretty good. This one is kind of solid colored. It has like streaks and stuff in it, but yeah, let's save those for another video. Let's save them both. Here's another one. Look at that. You never know. You crush it up, pan it down, might find something. We'll hold on to those. Yeah, that one too. And there's a lot of cool looking stuff here. You see that has little bits of pyrite in it? That's what we're looking for. Pyrite is fool's gold, but we're not looking for the fool's gold. Although that's probably what I'm gonna find. Yeah, see, here's the stuff we're looking for. This is a piece of quartz. It has all kind of mineralization in it. You can see the little veins of pyrite and mica and stuff in there. So if we crush these up, the idea is to crush it up and a lot of it, pan it down, and you never know what we're going to find. So stick around for that video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe if you're into that kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll hold on to that. All right, so we got our first pan here. Not a lot, just enough to cover. See, I want to take about the same size sample from each place. This goes to the top of the bottom riffle there. We'll pan it down, and if we do that in a couple places, we'll know which place has the best, highest concentrations of black sand and gold and stuff. All right, sample pan 1. I only classified it to 1/4 inch because I'm doing these kind of fast. And we're just going to count the colors. We're not even going to save them. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3. About 3 colors in there. 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. And there's some more over here. All right, so here's our third pan, our third sample pan from the third hole.
There's a nice little flake there, and 2 more right here. All right, here's the 4th sample. Yeah, there we go. There's a nicer piece right there. Yep, there's a couple pieces in here. Nice. I see a 4 already. We're not even done. 5, 6. I'll take the GoPro off and hopefully you guys can see this. If it's focused, you'll be able to see it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 or 10 colors in there. So we're going to stick with the 4th sample hole, and that's where we're going to dig deep and sluice it all out. I'll try to get a couple buckets out of there until my back gives out. All right. All right, so the way I do this is I'll pretty much just dig a hole in this area. Big rocks and everything. This bucket right here is full of water, and I have a second bucket that has some water in it. This is a 1/4 inch classifier. I'll take a shovelful and throw it in. Clean the rocks off, throw them off to the side. And we'll keep doing that until this bucket is full of everything smaller than a 1/4 inch. And yeah, after that we sluice it out. So let's get digging here. Yeah, you're gonna get wet. Wow, look at this piece of quartz, guys. That's got some craziness happening in there. That's cool. See that? Little bits of pyrite or probably mica in there. Awesome. So I was able to collect a little bit here, and I'm still doing my first bucket. This is the size of the hole here. If any of my local Colorado viewers has a sorry, my GoPro battery just died, so luckily I have extras. So I don't know what was recording and what wasn't. So over there you can see that is the bucket. It's about 3/4 of the way full with minus 1/4 inch stuff from the sample hole. I've been picking out quartz to crush for a future video. And by the way, if any of my Colorado viewers happen to have access to like a chipmunk crusher or a hammer mill or something, let me know. Send me an email or just leave a comment, and that would be really handy, because otherwise I'm going to be using a sledgehammer to crush all this stuff up, and I'm going to have much more than this. I'll probably have this entire bucket full by the time I leave here. So yeah, we're on the first bucket. We're going to go ahead and start shoveling it into the sluice box. I forgot my little green scoop, so I'm going to use the shovel nice and slowly. All the material's wet, and yeah, get a drink of water first and we'll start doing that. Man, it's nice out. As you've seen from the VR intro, we're right in the middle of Denver, man. This is, and look, it's peaceful. There's nobody around. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, that's, hey guys, don't worry. This little bunny rabbit here, he's just sleeping. I'm sure he's just taking a rest. He's fine. Unsubscribe. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys, I don't have to explain it, but I know a lot of you guys are interested in seeing this stuff. And so all I do is I take a little shovelful and slowly pour it in here to the front part of the sluice box. And what happens is the gold is heavier than everything else, okay? So when I scoop all this stuff in here, it goes over these little riffles here. These are It's like corrugated plastic or rubber, actually. And what happens is the gold flows over it and falls, gets trapped in there first. And then these other little riffles here and that blue stuff under there is called miner's moss. And that acts as like actual moss, which naturally collects gold as well. So that's how a sluice box works. In a very quick way to say it, there's many different setups and configurations and sizes and everything, but this one works for me. And let's get shoveling. Enough yammering. All right, here's the second bucket. Actually, after the first bucket, you may be able to see, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little flakes just by quickly glancing at it. It's kind of hard to see. Not sure if it's going to come up on the GoPro, but it might. Little flakes of gold in there already after the first bucket. There's a nice one right there. So if you've watched my past videos, you've probably seen me with this sluice box and I've lost a lot of gold. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going through there and with the snifter bottle, whatever it's called, and I'm just sucking up the gold as I go so I don't lose it. Because it's happened before, many times. I've lost some bigger pieces. So, yeah, let's get it while we can. There's a couple pieces here, flakes, right there. Cool. Alright guys, so we are almost done with the second bucket. As you can see at the very bottom of the bucket, there's some that I can only get out when I swirl water around and then dump it in here. So before I do that, I want to clean up all of the little pieces of gold that I collected from that bucket. And there's a nice chunky little piece right here that I really don't want to lose. So let's grab that. All right, we got that one. A couple pieces here that we're gonna get. See all that gold? Man, that's more gold than I get out at Clear Creek up in the mountains. And I'm right here in Denver. So this is a really good spot, guys. Better than Tunnel 1, that's for sure. Alright, so we got most of the pieces of gold out of there. Go ahead and suck these last ones up, and then we'll dump in our bucket. Guys, it's really important that you make sure that your bucket's clean, because all of your heavies drop to the bottom, just like in the pan. And then give it a splash. That cleans it out for sure. That's the best way to do it. Okay. Yeah, just by doing that, there's a little piece, little flakes in there. All right, here we go. We're gonna clean this, clean the sluice box. So all you do is you take it and you shove it in a bucket just like that. And the bucket should be full of water. So let's do that first. So this thing is pretty simple. You just and that's good enough for government work. Get this thing rinsed off too. And we want to make sure that this is completely cleaned out, as well as the box itself here. Yeah, I think we got most of it. All right, cool. Give it a quick look. I think we got everything. Okay, so we're all good here. So now in this bucket we have everything that the sluice box blah, blah. All right, so in here we have everything that the sluice box caught. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pan this down just like we were sample panning, except we're gonna keep everything and we're gonna bring it home. There's gonna be a lot of black sand in it and all the good stuff. We just want to bring home just the heavies, just the black sands and the gold. There's going to be some bigger rocks in there, and we'll classify that stuff out once we get home. All right, so of course we're home here, and the sample, the concentrates I brought home, it's almost dry. I'm going to go ahead and dry this out. We're going to take the magnet to it and yank out all of the magnetic stuff to make it a little bit easier to pan out. That'll at least get rid of the magnetite. And then we'll go ahead and classify it and stuff. And yeah, we'll do that. Hotter, 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 hotter. How high does it go? There we go. Let's do it. Okay, so let's get this stuff in here. That's the easy way. And then we'll just dump off the water. All right, transferred it from the bucket into Crusty Rusty. We'll dump off the water like this, right down the sink. Man, I'm lucky. If I was married, I'd never get away with this kind of stuff. Put it in there and wait. Oh, man, that is done for sure. This house is getting full of smoke. Whew! Don't try this at home, kids. All right, I got to pick this up with something. Here we go. Cooking with Klesh guitars. Oh, man. All right, so we want to transfer everything into a gold pan. Something non-magnetic. This is the tool I use. It's basically, it's just a strong neodymium magnet right there on the end of a nut driver inside of a silver dollar tube. You can see it picks up the black sands really easily. And I like to keep my black sands, so it just makes it a lot easier to pan it out, and then we'll classify it down. All right, now we're going to pan it down. Everything that's not magnetic, put a little bit of dish soap in there to break the surface tension of the water. Fill it with some cold water. All right, so we're going to classify this stuff down. You see these little rocks and stuff in there. That's just going to cause problems, so we're going to go ahead and classify all that to a plus 20, plus and minus 20. That'll take care of all those little boulders that are in there. Of course, we can check this for nuggets. It's worth taking a look. No, there's nothing in there. Okay, so the best way to do this is about a spoonful at a time in the finishing pan. Put it in there. And then we just swirl it around. And there's the gold right there. Little bits. So what we're going to do, we're going to pan all these down. We're going to collect all the gold. And then we'll go ahead and do the final show here. We'll dry it out, we'll weigh it up. This is it. This is what it looks like in the pan before I weigh it up. It's pretty nice for 3-4 buckets out of a hole right in the middle of Denver. Hey, I can't complain. Sorry for the shaky hand, but yeah, a little bit of gold there. So let's get it dried out and weigh it up. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. We have the gold dried out, and this is what it looks like. Doesn't look like a lot, and it's not. We're gonna find out exactly how much it weighs. So first thing we need to do is zero out our scale, and we dump it in. So looks like we have 0.07 grams.
I actually did a little better at Clear Creek. Maybe the gold over there was heavier, because I know some gold is heavier than other gold. This might be, you know, not as pure. Something like that. But anyway, that is the final weight. We are good to go here. We entered in our weight. We had 0.71 grams of gold at 24 karat 99% pure gold. At the gold price here is $1,264.80 per ounce. So if we calculate the gold scrap value of this tiny amount of gold, it is $2.89 for a day of back-breaking work. So, as you have guessed, this is not the kind of thing to do in order to get rich. You know, it's a little tiny bit of gold. It's only for recreation, and it is a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. That's really what this whole channel is about. Getting out, doing fun stuff, trying new things, getting away from the city, getting away from your computers, getting out there in nature, and enjoying your day. You know what I mean? Yeah, but this is, you know, this gold came right from Denver, like right in the middle of Denver. So you've seen it from the intro of the video. It's right there. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you on the live streams Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 Eastern. Don't forget to like my Facebook page and, you know, all that stuff. Social media. There we go. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video or the live streams. Take care. Thanks for watching.